Welcome back. This morning we have with us a very special guest from Post Hill and actually the new coach up there at the Hill. We have Kerry Anthony. Good morning, Kerry.
Good morning. How are you, Donna?
I'm very good. And you?
I'm very good, thank you.
What are you doing?
Look what I put up. Look what I put up.
Anna, can you?
Segment 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. And this morning we have with us a very special guest from Post Hill. It is the coach out there for Anarchy. Oh, Anarchy. Start again. No! Anarchy. Because I looked at you and I went, sorry.
And the colours don't help
either.
either.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
When you first walked in.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Okay.
Actually, same theme song here. I've got Post Hill and Anarchy, by the way.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah, they do.
Do
That's what I thought. Yeah, that was handy.
You did have to learn.
No.
We're trying.
Yeah, let's go.
Take 3. Segment 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. And with us this morning we have a very special person from Post Hill, the coach out there this year. It is Kerry Anthony. Good morning, Kerry.
Good morning, Donna. How are you?
Good, thank you. Sorry about the early morning start, but I suppose you're used to them, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep. Tell me, transition from Anarchy last year, Post Hill. I know there's a big difference in that alone. Yep. But how's it going out there at Post Hill?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yep.
There's a really good vibe. The girls are very positive. I mean, it's no secret that, you know, quite a few of the A-grade girls...
And we knew that anyway last year, so that wasn't a secret at all, Kerry.
That's right. So they're in a rebuilding phase there and we've recruited really well. I feel we've got a really nice blend of girls there now, quite versatile.
Kerry, can you tell us a little bit about the girls that you have recruited?
Yep, we've got Alira Kluver. She's come across to us from Amos. I think she might have played in their B grade actually last season. We've also got JD Burkick, who's come across from Amos as well. So those girls know each other well, which is nice. Both really handy pickups.
Are they centre court players, defenders? What are they? What positions?
Alira's a nice little zippy mid-quarter.
That's good.
And JD's currently playing both ends for us, so we're using her in defence and in attack as well, like in the goal circle.
Because you did lose a mid-quarter and a defender and a goal all in one hit, didn't you?
Exactly.
So to have that kind of calibre of a player to come in that can do anything, like that's a bonus for you, I suppose.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think that we filled those positions well. I mean, obviously the combinations are still building.
Yeah.
Because we did have a bit of a delayed start to our pre-season because our recruiting was actually quite late in the process.
Do you know what? Your club was not the only club. Like, I think there was so many clubs in that position, and like we know the last couple of weeks, Kerry, there's been so many changes throughout all the teams anyway. So you're not in that alone.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're just grappling with at the moment is just finding the how the girls are linking on the court, just getting the combinations right. We've also got Beck Thompson that's come across from Motowari. And she's obviously a fantastic pickup. She's had a little bit of a sore leg the last couple of weeks, so we've been using her moderately, trying not to overdo it. We've got no reason to rush her back. So when we get all of the girls on the court firing together and those links start to form, I feel like they're going to have quite a nice little thing going on there.
Because you lost you lost the first round.
Lost round 1,
and you won against East Geelong this round. Anything different last week than you did the previous week?
No.
Or do you think, like, as you said, new players, and we're the same, it's coming into the new season, all got to give them time to gel and blend and to work with one another first. Do you think that was maybe just the cause of the loss the week before?
Oh, definitely. Look, I think round 1, when I go back and I look at the stats, tells me we should have won the game. And the reason we had quite a lot of turnover ball and it was just entry into, crossing the transfers into the goal third. And it's just that linking, that understanding, the players getting to know each other. I wasn't, we always love the 4 points, of course, but I wasn't perturbed by the loss because I could see that it's there.
Yeah.
It's just going to take a few weeks to come. So.
And Kerry, do you have a good assistant coach with you?
Yeah, we do. I've got Carolyn Roberts, and Donna knows Carolyn well. She's come across from Anarchy, and she would have been...
A lot of netball experience there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, she's a wealth of experience, and, you know, she's just handy to go to.
Yeah.
She's got great advice. We think alike, which is really important. You know, we've got the same values and the same direction.
Can I just ask you a quick question, Kez?
Yeah.
Like, working with Caroline to working with Judy, and you worked with Judy for years.
Yeah.
Big difference there?
Oh, absolutely. Like Judy's, and if you've got to know Judy, right?
Oh, she's not dominating at all, but anyway, yeah, no.
and Judy's she's a great mate of mine, and
yeah, she is.
And
is she doing well, by the way?
She's doing very well.
Good.
Yeah, she's working away in Queensland at the moment.
Is, yeah.
So just having a little bit of a lifestyle change.
Yeah. That working with Eddie, oh well, we say Eddie, but Caroline to Jude. Yeah.
Oh look, it's chalk and cheese.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah, it would be.
And only probably the reason, like I know Judy so well, I know what she's thinking, and we're a bit like yin and yang, to be honest, Judy and I. You know, Judy's strengths might have been the areas where I was a little bit lacking in, and mine were hers. So we had that nice blend. But
you bounced off one another.
Yeah, we did.
You really did.
Yep.
So you knew where you were going.
Exactly.
You're up against Inverleigh.
Yes.
Today.
Yep.
Aren't you? How are you going to approach that game?
Well, you know, I think we've got quite a bit to work through from last week. I've given the girls a little bit of homework during the week, actually, a little bit of soul searching and things like that.
Okay. From a psychological point of view, or fitness, or
just from all areas, just asking them to probably assess their own performances.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of helps them to know what they need to do without having to actually tell them, right? So I like to coach at a little bit of a distance. So what I want to do is help the girls to develop their already natural ability without being too restrictive to what I do.
And you know what, like Kerry, I've come back to coaching doing the C&D for Anarchy too, and I think you're quite right in that, like, we can do so much with players, but they really have to assess their own ability.
They do.
So to do that, you have to bring to their attention what they brought to that game.
Yep.
Otherwise, they'll never learn from that.
No, that's exactly right. And they learn more by having a look inside at themselves than what we can do by telling them. You know, like you say, as a coach, you give them, you know, the boundaries of the game. But, you know, what I say to them is, you girls know how to play. I'm just here to critique the little things, to fine-tune. When you get out on the court, you know, it's your gig.
Yeah, that's right.
You make the mistakes, you do the great things, you know, all of those things, you own them.
And at the same time, as long as they realise that mistake that they made and they own up to it, that goes a long way in saying
ownership, I think, is everything, and they'll learn a lot more than that, than me just actually telling them, well, you did this right, you did this wrong, etc., etc. So that's how I'm kind of approaching it.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, Carly, off you go.
And have you got many juniors coming up through the ranks?
Well, you know, I'm new to the club, obviously, so all of them, I'm learning about all the
and you call them all the wrong names.
Yeah,
I know,
like all the time.
And that is the hardest thing, is trying to get all the names right. But you know, there is a little bit of talent there, and you know, I've only watched a couple of their games so far and seen them play, and I think that there are quite a few girls there that have the ability to transform into really nice, strong senior players.
Well, I think Bellpost is one of those clubs who always have had that ability, like that strength in their juniors and bleed them through to their senior teams. Yeah. So that's probably an advantage for you in that respect, that, you know, you can watch them and see them up and coming anyway.
Yeah,
so.
And they're definitely driven, and I think that's the main thing. You know, they're aspiring to be better, and you know, once they've got that bit of fire in them, you know, all you've got to do is point them in the right direction, and I think that, you know, they'll just grow naturally into great senior players.
Okay, well, Kerry, look, all the best today against Inverleigh, and that's out at Inverleigh. Yeah. Wish you all the very best for the coming season.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming in.
And likewise to you. Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back after.
To show them how to play and form a mighty team, the pride of our region with all our favourite sons, never ever be